we'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Jacoby Brissett and the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Brissett going to go to the air right away. Off to Thomas on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 18 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great... Deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Brissett now. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Brissett. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gambled with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Foreman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Bears at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Sly on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. To throw is Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Being chased out left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Play action. It's Fields. Buying time to his left. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Now Fields. Touchdown Bears! Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Washington offense back out there. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Robinson up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now Brissett. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Brissett on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Fields. He'll buy some time right. He's got room past the 30. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Foreman. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Oh, that was was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Another carry for Herbert on second down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. He'll get that underneath to Herbert, and he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. A handoff for Herbert. And he gets it down to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. To throw is Fields.
Rolling to his right.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. On play action, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's a give to Herbert, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Fields. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So here is Washington now to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. Play fake, Brissett. Going for the deep ball. And I think that one might have been. Intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Brissett. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Brissett. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. This is Herbert. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A toss left side for Herbert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on third down, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Fields throwing again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Stuck for a loss by the safety, Eddie Jackson.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Got his target, Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35. Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So for Matt Eberflus, a challenge well spent. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down, Fields. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Toss play, Herbert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Working with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back to throw. Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On first down, Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll run. It's Herbert.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Looking to throw. Fields.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Back to throw again.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
The end result, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Incomplete. Thomas the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He sets to fire deep. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Slide for the PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. He's got Claypool.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
All eyes on Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
So now Fields and the Bears.
Down 28-24. 40 seconds to go.
Back to throw. Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And one last throw here for Fields. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Washington,
they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.